All right, so we're here today with Chef Will Gilson of Puritan Company here in Inman Square. Well, thanks so much for having us.
Hey, thanks for having me on.
So tell me a little bit about this restaurant. What's it all about? Why do people come here and why do they come back?
You know, Puritan Company is modern American seasonal New England restaurant. You know, we've been kind of doing our style of farm to table, local seasonal cuisine for about 5 years now. And I think that what we've been able to do is create an environment where it's really about, you know, convivial, people around tables, communicating, have a great time. And I think that like Inman Square is one of those places where you get a lot of different people, a lot of different cultures all in one place. You
were telling me just a few minutes ago that you guys are celebrating your 5-year anniversary for this restaurant coming up. How have you seen this area of Inman Square change throughout those past 5 years?
You know, the reason that we came to Inman Square was I worked at one point at Oleana restaurant just around the corner, and I remember being here and realizing that this felt more like a community and a neighborhood than it did like a big city, you know, neighborhood. And so we wanted to create a restaurant like ours where we felt like it would be sustainable and lasting here, not just be a hot new place that's then, you know, kind of a blip on the screen and then over. And so when we got here, I remember trying to do this exact same restaurant like we have now in a neighborhood that was more kind of dive bars and neighborhood restaurants. And you know, one of my favorite memories is getting this receipt that somebody had left on iron. They had sort of basically carved, "Good luck, you're going to close." And it was kind of the thing that we held on to, and then we were able to kind of use that as motivation to kind of stay focused and work hard and make sure that we made people happy when they were here so we could survive. In 5 years, we're still here, we're still making people happy, and we're still getting busier. So I think we're doing something right, but I still like to hold on to that receipt every once in a while as motivation. I think one of the things that, you know, when you're trying to sort of compete with new restaurants that are opening up all the time, one of the things that works really well for us is being able to have an environment where we can kind of change the menu often so that we get people who are excited to dine here. They could come here, you know, in June and then back here in August, and it's a completely different menu. And I think that oftentimes people really want to know what to expect when they walk in someplace. Sometimes people get really upset when they go into a restaurant and their favorite dishes aren't there anymore. But I think we've learned to groom our clientele so that they're used to the idea of coming here and always being able to trust us that it's going to be good. Right,
but there are a couple of things that you keep on the menu all year round, including the rolls, which I've heard are unbelievable.
Yeah, our Parker House rolls are sort of the first segue into dining here, where, you know, you get these warm rolls that we bake off throughout the course of the night, so it's always fresh, they're always hot. We serve with this cultured butter that we make in-house. And I think that that's, again, you know, the first thing people get when they sit down, and then it sets the tone for the evening. But I think the other dishes that have stayed here since we've been open are our swordfish pastrami, and then we have our lamb belly, which depending on the season we change the set with it, but it's always the same preparation, where it's glazed with moxie, which is a soda, which is
from Maine.
From Maine.
Best soda ever.
Yeah, one of the oldest sodas in America. So we take that, we make a little glaze of that, and we put that on the lamb, and it's pretty unique. I think those are the two things that sort of set us apart for what we do. We're not going to please every single person, but we're going to do our best to try. So I think when we've got people who are dining inside of our walls, we want them to be the filter. Bring the people here that they think will like it, not just because they like it. And I think that once we get that different clientele in here of people who are, you know, young and excited and new and want to get a chance to see what we do, we get a new set of people that become our next round of word-of-mouth marketers. And if we can keep perpetuating that system, then we'll be here for a while.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Will, for having us.
Hey, thank you for having me.
For more information about our team, give us a call at 617-238-1000. You can also reach us online at www.santanapropertiesteam.com.